Welcome back. We're back again. So that didn't last long like I thought. For those that don't know, I was just on Big Nose's stream, and the guy is seriously unhinged. He is seriously unhinged. I'm gonna play the video of what he said, and I'll show you what I wrote first, because I did write something first, because I'm just tired of his BS. Honestly, he acts like, oh, I'm Mr. Friendly, but he's not really. Honestly, he's friendly when he wants something. If you go to anyone at Speaker's Corner, you can ask them. Everyone hated his guts when I was there. There's videos on my actual channel. I'll play those for you as well, where the guy was filming people. Me and somebody else were having a conversation, a private conversation, and then Big Nose turns up with this camera in our face, and he's like, listen, I want to he doesn't even say I want to record. He just pulls out his camera and starts filming, and we're like, listen, mate, you can't just film a private conversation. We're just having a little chit chat. He's like, no, it's important for the people to see. I'm like, it's a normal conversation between two people, like, and it's got nothing to do with you. So kind of like jog on. At that point, he ended up getting into a hissy fit. And I've got this all recorded. I will play this all for you right now, because this guy is an absolute charlatan. And then after this incident I'm mentioning, he then attacked me. I don't know if attack is the right word. He came up to me and he pushed me with his shoulder. He went, bam. And this guy cries like a baby as soon as the Muslims say anything to him. And he's like, police. I'm going to find the videos. I'm going to stitch it all together. He will run to the police as soon as anything happens. He's like, police. Someone just looked at him with police. But then he came up and pushed me. And I haven't brought it up because I kind of hoped that he learned his lesson, because I gave him a look and I kind of told him, I was like, try that again, watch what happens. But he never did. And to be honest, I stopped going Speaker's Corner. So one of the reasons I didn't mention it was because I wasn't at Speaker's Corner. I did not give a damn. He could live his life, I live my life, do our own separate things. But this guy, I popped over onto his channel yesterday, and I don't know why I was there. I think there was a conversation going on. I thought it was quite interesting. He wasn't involved. He just sits there and does nothing. He just sits in the background, waits for the Muslims to turn up, and then he just yells at them, calls them charlatans, says that they are illiterate, and then he just ends the conversation because they leave. He just abuses people. This guy is not a good person. In fact, he's an arsehole. He is an arsehole. Anytime he's called me, he says, oh, we're friends, we talk on the phone. No, we don't talk on the phone. You call me when you need help. You call me when you need something. We're not friends. You've not been on my channel. Well, no, I don't think you've been on my channel once, have you? It doesn't matter if you've been on my channel. The point is, we're not friends, okay? We're not friends. We're friendly, and I let you do your thing, but we're not friends. And this guy is an absolute lying piece of crap. So yesterday, I was on his channel talking to some people. Nice conversation. Everyone else I had a conversation with, fine, no problem. The Muslims, the atheists, the Buddhists, no issues. Had a great conversation. This guy can't answer a single question, but he's got so many accusations to throw at other people. So yesterday, as we were having a conversation, he started claiming that because I was trying to look at the balanced argument between why it's not a good idea to just kick all Muslims out of the country. He's like, oh, you're for the Muslims, aren't you? Oh, are you? If the UK had a vote, are you going to vote for or against? And I was like, for or against what? And he's like, oh, are you going to vote for or against? And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? For or against what? He's like, if Muslims, for or against? I was like, all right, what do you mean Muslims for or against? Are we kicking them all out? What's the deal? Like, you got to give more of an explanation. I'm not going to just vote for or against it. I'll withhold my vote at that point. You know what I mean? You're trying to trap me into a either or. So anyway, I refuse to play his games, and then he starts going on a little rant about how I am a Muslim, or I act like the Muslims because I refuse to answer, and I defend them. And as soon as he started saying that, I told him shut the fuck up, because I was not having his bullshit. I don't mind having a little laugh. I don't mind people poking at each other. That's fine. That's all fun and games. But you're calling me a Muslim and saying I'm acting like a Muslim, and you're not even saying it to me. You're not even trying to make a point to me so I can then come back to you with a point. What you do, Big Nose, is the same thing that the Muslims do. You start preaching. You start talking to the audience. You talk to everyone but the person in front of you. You are a charlatan. You're illiterate. You barely can read. You don't know what you're talking about. You know all these terms, but you don't know how to apply them. You apply them on one thing, and then you don't apply them on the other. Oh, look, the Quran is not the Quran, it's the Rivayat, because it's a collection of... Yeah, so is the Bible. The Bible's a collection of documents too. Are you going to have an issue with that? Or have you only got an issue with the Quran because they're Muslim? His agenda spills through so much, and it's so insane how he's hooking certain people onto this BS where he claims he's teaching. He's not teaching. He's brainwashing. The guy is brainwashing. You know nothing about him. He hides his face. He's scared to go in public. He can't stand by what he says. And then he lies constantly. He's like, oh, when did I... Tell me the date and time that I pushed you. Bruh. Man up and say what you did. Otherwise, you're a pussy, because you're just going to act one way and then you're going to deny it. Okay? Stand by what you say and stand by what you do. But no, this guy's like, oh, I don't remember what you're talking about. Oh, when was it? 8 months ago? Oh, 8 months ago. Look, he's bringing up 8 months. It's like, bro, you just brought up a conversation we had 9 months ago. You mentioned a conversation we had 9 months ago saying how that you figured out that I have mental health problems because I like to go to nature. I'd rather spend more time in nature than around idiots like you. You're one of the reasons that I kind of don't go to Speaker's Corner. It's like, okay, I'm going to see Big Nose there. He's going to chat shit. He's not going to answer any questions. He's just going to come up to me, put a camera in my face, and start trying to argue with me. The Muslims are there just doing the same thing as him, arguing and performing for the audience rather than having a conversation with the person in front. This guy is an absolute joke, and I really, really just wanted him to do his own thing. And I wanted to support him doing his own thing, but the more I see him doing his own thing, the more I'm like, this guy is absolutely nuts. He is off his rocker. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of clips and videos of what he said, just so you have an understanding. And I'm going to then do another video. I'm going to... Why, Big Nose? Why do you have to do this? I was happy to leave you to do you. God, this guy. So yeah, I'm going to end up doing like a bunch of series of videos, and it's not because I want views. I don't give a shit about the views. I give a shit about people lying and manipulating other people, and that's what this guy's doing. When he's sitting here going, oh, charlatans, illiterate, and all this stuff. You don't know what illiterate means. You don't know what low EQ means. While you're standing there shouting at people in their face while they're talking to you, that's low EQ. This guy doesn't understand anything that comes out of his own mouth. He's beyond a joke. He is absolutely beyond a joke. So yeah, stay tuned for the next few days, because I am going to destroy this guy. I am absolutely going to destroy this guy. I have actually done one video in the past, which I'm going to play now, where this guy literally he can argue with himself because he doesn't answer anything. This guy's retarded. This guy is seriously mentally retarded. I actually got a list here of what I think he might have. I think he might have paranoid personality disorder. He might have delusional paranoid disorder or paranoid schizophrenia, because this guy is scared to leave his house without his mask. He thinks all the Muslims are always after him. He thinks he's that big of a threat to the Muslims when the Muslims barely want to talk to him. There's only like a few Muslims that turn up just to have a little chat, but otherwise, yeah, this guy thinks he's some kind of like superhero in the anti-Dawa community. He's not. He really isn't, and he doesn't know logic. He knows the terms. He's memorized the terms. He's done exactly what the Muslims. This is the hilarious thing. He's done exactly what the Muslims do. He claims the Muslims don't understand their own texts. He claims that Muslims just memorize their text and just regurgitate it. And that's exactly what he does with his reasoning, logical thinking. No, bro. No, I like the idea of logical thinking. I'm the one who actually told him logical thinking, actually. When I was at Speaker's Corner, he was like, "Oh, how do you live your life?" I said, "Common sense." He's like, "What's common sense? What is common sense? I don't know what common sense is." This guy's an absolute joke. Let me find the video that I did originally. So when I did this original video, this was just me kind of like telling him to back off, because he was just constantly in my face with the camera. He did the thing where he pushed me, and this video I made was essentially me saying to him, "Bro, you don't want to do this. You really don't want to do this. Go do your thing. Go play with the Muslims over there. If that's who you really want to talk to, go talk to them. Don't talk to me." Here we go. So I'm going to play the two videos. So first video is him interrupting the conversation, like I said. And oh, this guy. I'm going to play 3 videos. I found 3 videos. Here we go. Let's go with this one.
It's an educational.
All right, so this is me at Speaker's Corner. I was talking to this gentleman who is sitting down, and the big nose turned up with his camera and started recording. And listen to what this guy says, because me and him are on the same page.
The argument.
Take him away, take him away.
It's an educational argument.
If you step back, he's gonna follow you. So just take him away.
In a minute.
Huh?
I'll take him away in a minute.
Go. Follow your master.
I thought you were talking discussion with Bad Muhammad.
Not with you, get lost.
No, with him.
Yeah, with him, yeah.
So
Not
carry on, because
Not with Big Nose. He doesn't want to talk with Big Nose. He knows Big Nose is rude. He knows that Big Nose doesn't give a shit. He's just there to start shit, and he's not there to have an actual conversation. And him turning up with this camera in his hand and just entering a conversation that had nothing to do with him, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And then he's arguing with us. He's like, "Oh, what he's gonna say now?" He's gonna say like, "This is Speaker's Corner. There is no private conversation." It's like, yeah, common courtesy, bro. Common courtesy. But now he'll talk about common courtesy while on his channel I can't talk to him that way, or I can't talk over him. Oh, now he wants to know common courtesy. Dumb fuck.
Educational. You see, he doesn't understand. Your discussion is educational, and it's in public.
Go educate someone else. Go.
No, I was listening to both of you.
Don't listen to me.
Sir, you are here to talk. You see,
Yeah, I did do a little audio thing. He's basically
I'm not disputing that. I'm recording your discussion.
Oh, no, my microphone popped out. My microphone popped out and I lost a bit of audio there, and I had to push it back in. So then I did that little audio thing. So I don't actually know what he said, but it's recorded on his camera, and I'm sure the video's still up if he did put it up. But yeah, let's keep going.
Right, that's all.
And we don't want you to listen.
Why?
Because you're on it.
Okay, so it's a private chat, yes?
Yes.
Then go to the private area. You can't have private chat.
You can't have private chat here. Bro, this guy is retarded. He is retarded. He doesn't understand. It's like, yes, it's a public space and people have public conversations here, but if 2 people are standing right next to each other and just having a conversation, and you turn up with a camera in their face, they have every right to say, "Do you mind not doing that? We don't want to be filmed. We're just having a private conversation." But what does he do? He does what the big nose wants, which is be retarded.
Stop mourning, man, and go away.
So, you want to continue with him or with me?
Yeah.
He's like, he comes up to me now. And he's like, "Oh, are you going to continue with me, or what are you going to do?" I'm like, "Bro, I wasn't even talking to you. I don't know you. You wear a mask. I don't know your name. I know you as the big nose, and you want to call me friend because I help you with understanding how YouTube works and how to do certain things on it." And bro, like I'm saying, this guy is absolutely insane. Look, this is the face of a madman, someone who's got some serious mental issues. And then he wants to go around and tell other people that they've got mental issues. Big Nose, you seriously fucked up. Honestly, I don't know why you wanted to start this war, but it is what it is.
With him or with me?
I was in the middle of a conversation before you ruined it.
No, he ruined it. I was just recording it.
Oh, he ruined it. I was just recording. No, you ruined it because you know he doesn't like you. You know I don't want to just record every single conversation. I turn up to Speaker's Corner a lot just to have conversations with people and get to know what they're thinking. You come here for content. You want to be famous. You want to be known as the big brain and the big nose and the big bollocks of London. Oh, God. Let's keep going.
He didn't want you to record, and then it turned into something else.
He doesn't have the right to say anything in this forum. Listen, I have fought with so
It's
many
called
people
common courtesy.
here.
Common courtesy. If somebody asks me not to record, I typically stop
I don't
recording.
have it. I don't have that.
Oh, look, now he doesn't have that common courtesy that he wanted on his own channel. And yeah. Oh, this guy is an absolute joke. I honestly, I don't know what else to say. Like, I can't believe people can't see how retarded this is. This guy is absolutely crazy. And one of these days, he's going to hurt someone. He has no idea how to interact with people. He can't even answer simple questions. This guy... Oh, man.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Provide it.
Yeah, that's why I'm not recording him.
Oh, by the way, he wanted this. He's the one who's like, "Oh, show me the proof. Like, give me the dates and the times and stuff like that." He can't remember anything, apparently, when you question him or when you bring something up. So I'm glad I recorded this on this day.
I'm recording you. You said to me not to record you last time, remember? Did I record you?
But did your discourse went on? No, you didn't continue anything with it, did you? Yes?
So previously, I didn't even ask him. I just came up to him and had my camera in my hand. I was like, I didn't even turn it on yet. I was just like, "Do you mind answering a few questions? Like, because I've done a couple of interviews with you. Do you mind just doing one interview with me just because I want to get to know you a bit better?" And he's like, no, don't record me. And I was like, "Okay, cool, fine, whatever." And I walked away. I was like, there's no point in having a conversation then, because I was hoping to get it recorded for the whole stream thing, because he wears a mask. It's like interesting character, but no, he's not interesting. He's just loony. He's a Looney Tune. Actually, no, I like Looney Tunes. He's a loony bin.
You're showing the truth and you're an idiot now.
But there you go. Ad hominems from him first, calling me an idiot. See, this is what I'm saying. This guy, he comes up with all these logical things and all this stuff, but he doesn't apply it in his life. He is a Muslim. He is a Muslim. He's more Muslim than the Muslims. Honestly, it's crazy.
Do you want to talk or you don't want to talk? You're wasting my time of this recording. That's what's going to happen. You know?
No, you're wasting everyone's time here by turning up and doing what you're doing. I was here having a conversation. You're wasting your own time.
He claims to teach people righteousness.
Yes, truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility. What you're doing is lying. You are manipulating people, which is also part of lying. You have pride, you have arrogance, and you have an attachment to your lies and your BS, and you're wearing a mask at the same time. So if I am here just filming you and this interaction, and I'm not calling you an idiot or anything like that, I'm just filming you and stating the obvious facts. We were having a conversation, you turned up with your camera, you ruined the conversation because you don't want to stop recording when he asked you to. That was all that happened. But now he's gonna try and attack me. You know, the poisoning the well, all these terms, he knows them because he uses these things. He's the one who's the charlatan. He's the one who's actually poisoning the wells of other people and other. This guy, absolute retard. We'll keep going.
Jealousy, anger, resentment is in you. It was dripping from all your face in your video. You remember the poet?
He says I was dripping with anger. Honestly, if I show you the video, it's literally me leaning back on these little metal posts on the other side of the park. I'm just leaning back and he's standing there and he's getting heated. He's getting so heated. So what he's doing here is called projection, Big Nose. What you've done here is called projection. And I don't think you've taught me that like everything else that you claim to teach everyone. You've not taught me shit other than you're a nutcase. That's all you've taught me. You've taught me you're a nutcase, and I've tried my best. I've tried truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility. I've tried my best to think, okay, maybe this guy is a good guy, and maybe I've just misunderstood him. Maybe I need to give him another chance. Maybe I just need to be a bit more understanding. Maybe. I'm done with that shit, bro. I'm done with that shit. You're the fucking problem. You're the retard. You're the one who's scared to show your face because you can't stand by what you say. You're too scared to put your face out there because you're so scared of the backlash of the Muslims, but you want to carry on attacking them at the same time and nobody else. This guy's an absolute joke. It's like, if you really believe in what you say, stand by it, show your face. But he doesn't. Oh no, safety, these Muslims. So you're living in fear. And now you're trying to spread fear to other people. And maybe these other people that you're teaching this stuff to, you're not telling them to go around with a mask on, are you? So if they go around challenging these charlatans, they'll get stabbed and you'll get away scot-free. This guy is not your mate. He's definitely not your mate. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, like I said, and he even said it. He even said it on the conversation we just had. He said that, oh, you're bringing up something from 8 months ago, but you were fine with me since these 8 months. Yes, because I was giving you a chance. I can forgive. I don't hold a grudge, but I don't forget. And if you want to play games and you want to bring up my past conversation with you where you're now claiming that I'm crazy because I said I like to be in nature, then I'm going to bring up the fact that you pushed me and you tried to get violent at Speaker's Corner because you couldn't handle the fact that this conversation happened, that I did not have any interest in your BS. The BN's BS. Let's keep it going.
You couldn't even understand what it was. It was in English, wasn't it? So you didn't understand, and you're bullshitting people about righteousness. You know no meaning, no definition.
You know, no meaning, no definition. This is the guy. As soon as you ask him a question, he's like, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does that word mean? What does that word mean? It's like, bro, every single question you're going to ask that, I can't ask you anything because you don't understand anything. You have no understanding. You have no meaning. Oh, this guy. This video's up. I'm going to link him in the bottom of this video. I'm going to link the so you can watch it in your own time and see what the rest of the video's like and how he behaves. I'm going to play another video and then share this one instead. This is at Speaker's Corner after that incident, I believe. Yes, it was after that incident. He's here, we're talking to somebody else, and I've done the same thing he's just done. I've turned up with the camera, and if you remembered what he said from the video I just showed you a second ago, he said, this is Speaker's Corner. You cannot have a private conversation here. And when I said it's common courtesy, I have no common courtesy, was his response. So I turn up to film him, and this is what he says.
I'm asking not to.
Okay.
I don't want you to.
You're in a public place.
Can I tell you why? You know the street mic, he's filmed.
See, I'm like, you're not in a private place, and now he's giving me the story about some other guy who's filmed him and not given him the video. I don't give a fuck. You filmed me and the other guy having a conversation, and when we told you to stop, you said no. And when we said don't do it because of common courtesy, you said you had no common courtesy. Now he wants to play the smallest violin. Oh no, you see, I don't want you to film me because, you know, Street Mike, he filmed me and then he told me that I have to pay for the video. I don't give a shit. That's a you problem. You behave one way when you think that I'm in the right, I could do what I want. But as soon as someone tries to do something to you, oh no, police, oh no, Street Mike did this. Bro, grow the fuck up. And then he wants to say that I have no life. This guy's hilarious. And he says I've got mental issues. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, sorry.
People, when you ask them to give the clip, he's asking for money. He wants to charge you £100 every clip he's got from you. Do you think it's fair?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
It's his equipment. He's the one recording.
Okay. But I'm giving the permission, you see?
Oh, I'm giving the permission. Oh, now you're giving permission? I thought it was Speaker's Corner. I thought it was, if you want privacy, you have to go over there away from the public. Now he's like, oh, I've given permission, you see. See, this is what I mean. This guy is a charlatan. He contradicts himself constantly. He's not consistent with his logic. He applies the logic when it suits him and he's trying to manipulate other people into agreeing with him. But when it comes to it, he's not consistent at all.
No, you're in a public place. You don't need to give permission.
No, I do. Okay, what's the purpose you recording me? What's the purpose? This is the outside. There is no signs. I will have a audience because I got
He tells him that, oh, I'll have a conversation with you over there. Still in Speaker's Corner, but just over there. And I went, oh, okay, cool, I'll follow you. Because he was following me with the camera. He was like, you saw him in that video here, on this one here. This is him coming up to me and someone else having a conversation and then just not walking away after I've told him, both of us have told him, we don't want you here, we don't want you filming. He refuses. When we tell him it's common courtesy not to do it, he says, oh no, but it's Speaker's Corner. You have no privacy here. Now watch this the big baby. I'm going to call him the big baby from now on. Here, listen to what he says now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I'm apologizing to this gentleman here because I didn't want to ruin his conversation. But at the same time, I had to prove a point to the big nose, the big baby. So you can see I am trying to be amicable as I can. I just want him to understand that what he did was wrong. But he's not understanding that. He's got no critical thinking.
Look, I'm not giving you permission. You're trying to make a mockery of me.
You're trying to make a mockery of me. No, you make a mockery of yourself. You're the biggest joke at Speaker's Corner.
Is that how it is?
We'll chat later.
So that was after this video where he came up and started recording me, so I had to do it back. And then this was my response to him to kind of get him to calm down. So this was Big Nose versus Big Nose to catch a charlatan illiterate to grow or not to grow. And I was like, I really can't be asked. So what I'm doing at the moment, I really didn't want to do back then. I didn't want to sit here and go through each video and show you guys exactly how crazy this guy is. Because like I said, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, okay, maybe he was just stressed. Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he's just had lots of bad experiences with Muslims and other people around the park. And he just, you know, having a bad day kind of situation. So I'm trying my best to give him the benefit of the doubt. But when I made this video, this was kind of like a It was like a little jab. It was just to say, listen, don't come at me with the camera in your hand trying to prove that you can psychoanalyze me when you can't even psychoanalyze yourself. So yeah, this was my little jab to him to say back off. This is hilarious. I love this video. Do you see what he's saying? Listen to the way he's talking, and that's what I was saying. I could have sat here and I could have showed you this, and I could have gone, listen, this guy's an absolute nutcase. He's off his rocker, and all he's trying to do is use people for his own channel. That is it. That is all he's trying to do. He's trying to become famous as like the big nose or the big head of reasoning. That is what he wants to be. He wants to be the king of reasoning, bruh. And I couldn't be asked to sit here and explain this, so I let him argue with himself. So I cut up some videos and I allowed him to respond to himself because it was hilarious. So we'll just keep it going. That's me giving him the silent treatment because I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing to say to you. This was obviously before I gave him another chance. This was in the moment I was like, this guy's a nutcase. This guy's a nutcase. So I was just trying to keep my cool and just trying to say, cool, you do your thing. But yeah. Sorry, I can't help it. I know you know nothing. You are yet to understand. I am, and then literally a clip later, I understand nothing. I am yet to understand. This is what I'm saying. This guy is not consistent at all. Well, he is just a Muslim. This is what the Muslims do. You go speak to a Muslim, they'll, if you said to them, "Oh, this says this in your book," they'll come out with whatever BS they could come up with at the time. And then if somebody else asks them and they have a bit more knowledge, oh, then they'll give a different answer. Oh, no. You see, it's if you look into the hadiths and if you look into this, then you figure out, then they'll give that kind of answer. This guy, I'm 100% sure was born a Muslim, and the programming is still inside him. He is still programmed as a Muslim. He does not know how to be a normal human being. And now he's going around telling all these people that they need to hate the Muslims and need to get rid of them because they're the problem. Which is hilarious because that's what Muslims say about the Jews. You know what I mean? Muslims, Jews are the problem. So this is what I'm saying. He is a Muslim. He's just fighting on the other side. He thinks he's fighting on the other side. He thinks he's now one of the Christians because he doesn't attack them. That, which is another hilarious thing. It's like, oh, I don't attack Christians. I respect them. They have a belief. So the only people you want to attack are Muslims, and now you're making excuses as to why your logic isn't consistent. You can't apply the same logic you use on the Muslims on the Christians because you know that they will both fail. Now you have to go and say, oh, no, but I don't attack the Christians. I respect the Christians. They give me a place to stay in the country. Oh, no, the Christians, oh, I worship them, you know. Oh, they're my masters. This is what this guy is doing. And then he just wants to keep attacking Muslims. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with him attacking Muslims as long as he's using that logic consistently. But when I see he's not using that logic consistently across the board, then I have to say that you're just trying to stir up hate. You are trying to stir up fear, and you are trying to stir up this fake intellectual community that will think that they are justified in hating these Muslims. That is all he's trying to do. He is not helping people, he's destroying people. And I was hoping that he really reels in on this logical thinking and reasoning and actually manages to actually implement it in the way it's supposed to be logically done. But yeah, after my conversation with him yesterday, when he started calling me a Muslim because I didn't want to say yay or nay to Muslims, I thought was ridiculous. So he started calling me a Muslim. So yeah, this guy, absolute nuts. I'm done with this guy. He loves to say, "Oh no, I'm still friends with you." No, we're not friends. We're not friends, big baby of London. We are not friends. You just want stuff, and that's when you call. When you need something. You don't call to check up how I am or anything like that. You just call to say, "Hey, I have this issue. Can you help me?" That is it. We're not friends. Oh, this guy, I swear to God. Like I said, I really don't give a shit about the views. I really did not. I knew. I've seen he's had like 2K. Well, he's had about 2K subscribers for about 8 months now, so he hasn't grown much. But he had 2K subscribers back when this video was originally put up. And I could have gone in and I could have gone in and I could have gone in and milked it dry if I really cared about his subscribers, but I did not. I made this one little video. I had another one in backup. I had another video like this backed up, ready to go, where I was like, if he doesn't take the jab and learn his lesson, then I'll have to throw down another video. But I thought he understood the jab and he learned his lesson, but he hasn't. He really hasn't. So this is the video I'm talking. He says that in the clip, he was like, "Oh, you were so angry. There was anger dripping from your face." He's saying all this. This is the video he's referencing to. This is the conversation he's referencing to. And you can see from my stance, I'm leaned back. I'm leaning against the thingy. I am super chill, whereas he is pointing fingers and getting louder. Watch. He's telling me how a conversation works. You don't know what a conversation is because you don't have conversations. You just grill people just so that you can psychoanalyze them and then tell them how they're crazy or how they're wrong when you're not looking in the mirror. Big nose or big baby, you need to look in the mirror first. So a belief is something you accept without proof. So him saying that anger, jealousy, and all these things were dripping from my face is a claim. Do you have any proof for it, Big Nose? No. So it's a belief you have. It's a belief you have with no proof. And when we do look at the proof, let's see what we see. There was me just waving at someone walking by, just chilling, relaxing. Because, like I said, this was me having a conversation with someone else. He turned up with a camera in his hand, ready to catch me and prove that I'm a charlatan. This guy is absolutely nuts. Honestly, anyone listening to this guy, be careful. Be careful. Like, entertainment wise, fine. But I don't think you should feed into his ego either. I think that's dangerous. That's what he's doing. He's destroying his own credibility. He's been doing this for ages, and honestly, I could go through all of his videos and I will find examples of this throughout all of his content. But unfortunately, what I see happening is that he's getting these people who are either lonely or they are angry at Muslims, or you know what I mean. He's manipulating people that need help. They don't need the big baby of London. Illiterate does not mean low EQ, and I've explained this to him 100 times, but he keeps repeating it because he's mentally unstable. This guy is seriously mentally unstable, and like I said, I've tried my best to give him the benefit of the doubt. I've tried my best to be a friend, help him out when he needed it. Even if he wasn't a friend to me, I tried my best to be a friend to this guy. But he is absolutely bonkers. That was a really bad impression of it, but that's the song, bonkers. I'm gonna use that song. Oh, I'm gonna use that song where can I use that song? I might not be able to because of copyright, but if I can, I'm gonna use the bonkers soundtrack or the bonkers music song to edit my video on the big baby of London. So yes, this guy, I don't want to shit on people. I really don't like shitting on people. Oh no, I just saw business's message, no video volume from gospel as well. Oh damn it. I don't know why I did that. That's strange. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the links for the videos I just showed below in the description. I'm also going to be I've got a ton more videos that I never actually uploaded because, like I said, I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. I was really hoping that I had maybe misjudged him and that maybe he was having a bad day and that maybe he's just, he's different. Everyone's different, and I just didn't understand him. I thought maybe. But yeah, I've given him plenty of time to grow up and to actually use logical thinking and reasoning, but he has not. I'm just going to quickly read some of your comments because I can see there's a bunch here. Oh, business says he's a dishonest charlatan. Yeah, double standards and a classic example of a Freudian projector. Yes, exactly. Business, I was on his stream yesterday, I think, and he was talking about how he blocked you, and now he was saying that you were going around poisoning the well for him. And it's like, no, people are just telling the truth. What the big baby of London is trying to do is start a cult where he's the leader. That is what he's trying to do. He wants to be the cult leader of logical thinking and reasoning. But yeah, the guy's an absolute nutter. Very dishonest, accuses people of his own shortcomings. Yes, yeah. Thank you for exposing the truth of this bully. I didn't want to expose him. I was rather hoping that he learns from these mistakes, because I've mentioned to him previously at Speaker's Corner, and I've mentioned to him after as well, like through calls and stuff. I said, listen, you need to be like, there was that incident he had with Ali Dawa in central London. I even mentioned that to him. I was like, you need to calm down with the way you kind of like approach things. You could still record, you could still do what you need to do, but the way you come across aggressively is going to cause you more issues. But I don't think he cares, because what he just wants is reactions so that he could blow up on YouTube and become famous for his I don't want to call it logical thinking, because it's not. It really isn't. Business says nothing is playing on StreamYard. It's frozen on his image. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I really don't know why StreamYard playing up today on that. We can only see and hear you. Gospel, welcome back. Says sorry. It's okay. You've got nothing to apologize for. Unless you're the one who... Did you turn Big Nose crazy? Was it you, Gospel? Business says he's a charlatan and a bully. Video not playing. You can hear. See, yep. Sorry. Beg nose. I like that. Beg nose is a classic example of a Freudian projector. He accuses others of his own shortcomings. Yep. Read that. Big nose, bully and charlatan. Yeah, you really don't like in business. Do you want to come up and have a chat and let us know what happened with you? If there's a story behind it, I'll be more than happy to hear it. I do know that he loves to talk about how he's got spies everywhere. He's like, oh, I have spies everywhere. And then he was calling me a spy earlier. He was like, oh, yeah, Damon, he's the ones that they recruit as spies to spy on his own people. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm a spy. I'm crazy. This guy is absolutely loony. Gospel says, no, you did somebody. Oh, wait, no, you did. Or somebody at Speaker's Corner way before. Oh, sorry, I just got what you said there. No, I honestly think it's. I'll come up next time and tell you. Yeah, no problem. For the next few days, I am going to be focused on the big nose and tearing him down, because yeah, I'm done with him just trying to destroy anyone's beliefs. Well, I say anyone's, just the Muslim beliefs. He just wants to destroy Muslim beliefs. That's all. He's just on a vendetta against the Muslims because he used to be a Muslim, but he's joining the Christian crowd, but he's not joining as a Christian. He's not joining in the Christian way of doing things. He's joining the Christian crowd as a Muslim way of doing things, because that's what this whole projection, all these things that he does, ad hominems and all this stuff, and poisoning the world. That's what the Muslims do. I've got videos of that from my channel when I was first at Speaker's Corner. That's exactly what the Muslims were doing. That was their tactic. If they could not answer my questions, they would project, they would ad hominem, they would do this, they would do that. The same techniques the big nose is now using on the side of the Christians. And I'm telling you, Christians, you don't want him on your side, okay, for your own benefit. I really have no egg and spoon in the race. It's a you guys thing, but honestly, I'm telling you, you don't want him on your side for your own benefit. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about the guy at the moment. Like, I really did try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really did. Oh, I'm gonna play the video where he started accusing me of being a spy and all this crap. It's just literally the conversation a few minutes ago, because I want to show you that he just started bringing up all this stuff from the past rather than actually having a conversation about what I just said. You know, argue the point. Instead of arguing the point, he starts bringing up this stuff. He's like, oh yeah, I spoke to him months ago, and he told me that he doesn't have a job and he only has a job for a couple of months, and this, and he does this, and he wants to go out to nature, and he doesn't like being around people. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I told you this because I've got nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. I am me. Okay? I am not going to change me because you don't like it. That's a you problem. But at least I can be me. You're scared to be you. You don't answer a single question about yourself, your life, your name, your face, nothing. You don't stand by what you believe in. You say you believe in reasoning? No, you do not. Sorry. Gospel says, yes, hide nothing. Hide nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of. If you're being you, you're being honest, you're being truthful, you've got nothing to be afraid of. The only people who have something to be afraid of are those people who are trying to hide something. What is it? They say that, like, when you turn on the lights, all the cockroaches, they'll be out and about, but as soon as you turn on the lights, they run into the shadows. That is him. He ran into the shadows, because when I went on his channel to actually talk to him, mano a mano, face to face, he wanted to bring up some other crap and start talking. No. We're not talking about Muslims now. No. You made accusations. You want to keep saying I'm crazy. You want to say this. You want to say that. Cool. That's fine. You've made your accusations. You've got your beliefs. Now let's see if you could stand by them, or whether you believe them without proof, and you're just making stuff up. Let me just present the next video. Here we go. So, yeah, I was in the chat. Let me look for the exact moment.
Your best reason.
He reviewed. There's no.
Listen to.
It was literally just before a music video. Yeah, here it is. Here's a music video. So just before the music video, he said something. And I was like, bro, you said this yesterday, and I thought I'd clear this up with you. You can't say stuff like this. Because he was saying that how the Muslims are... He was saying that the Muslims keep bringing up the Bible. And it's like, yeah, it's not about the Bible. When I bring up the Bible, it's not to say the Bible is an issue. It's to say that if you have a problem with a book being collated, because you're saying, oh, the Quran didn't exist, it's called a Rivayat, and the Rivayat is a collection. If your problem is that the book is a collection and it cannot be trusted because it wasn't written by Muhammad, that's your criteria. That's what you set out as your issue. Then you have to be consistent. You have to also say, I also have the same issue with the Bible, because the Bible is also a collection of things from other people, and none of it was written by Jesus himself. 2 books, same criterion, boom. You've used the same logic and you've been consistent. But he doesn't do that. This is why I say that this guy's a charlatan. That's why I dropped my message. I said something like, I think I called him a charlatan. Because I love calling him a charlatan. I think it's hilarious. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's when he brought up my parents.
To develop special relationships to better understand its ongoing work and culture.
Okay, I can't actually show you the comment that I did because it's further up and it won't scroll up any further. But I'll just play his responses to what I'm saying. I was just basically saying to him that he's lying when he was saying whatever he was saying.
The king and the work in the armed forces themselves. The last British sovereign to have seen
How it is over there.
Kenya in 47. For republics national
Takes a vaccine, like an old-fashioned king.
their role.
Demanding.
Deal with it politically.
Right, I see when they leave.
They about Islam.
Oh, Islam is good.
Sorry, I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, my sugar nuts. Where was it? They were talking about, the royal. Oh, that was so boring. And then there's music, and then there's.
Is a less radical.
Nope, it wasn't that bit. Maybe there's another music bit. Was there another music bit?
Yeah, he said that. He was walking and listening.
Oh, yes, here we go.
The name, but it will come to me.
Reasoning, sensitivity, exaggeration.
All right, so I just lost it. I just pressed the wrong button.
I need to be remembering to ask them why they didn't seek refuge
in your transference.
After this song,
I'll play those videos for you to.
here we go. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So
versus the charlatans.
this is when he notices my message.
There you go. One of the man here telling me stupid logic. And you
Yeah.
see, he is the one we allowed him to stay here for hours and talk.
You allowed me to stay for hours, bro. I was carrying your channel yesterday. All the questions were coming to me. I was answering everything. I was keeping it interesting. I was keeping it light. I was having a laugh. I'm not going to take all credit because it wasn't just me. There was also Hafez. There was also even Lieutenant. Even Lieutenant carried more than you did, bro. This is your channel and your Lieutenant is carrying it more than you as well. So, yeah, you can't say you allowed me to be there, bro. Bruh. For months, he was saying, oh, when are you going to come to my channel? And I said to him ages ago, I said, listen, if I come to your channel, you're not going to like it because I'm going to have to tell you some truths because I ain't going to let you get away with all this avoiding questions. But yeah, apparently he let me on his channel to carry it for him yesterday.
Talk and so on for that's has it. And he was swearing at me when he couldn't produce any reasoning. So
I was swearing at him when I couldn't produce any reasoning. No, I swore at you. Well, I wouldn't even say I swore at you. This is how big of a baby he is. I didn't even swear at him. I told him, shut the fuck up. Because he started doing his usual thing. As soon as he asks you a question, which I mentioned earlier, which was something about Muslims, yay or nay. And because I wasn't giving him a yes or no answer, he's like, see, he's a Muslim, and he's acting like a Muslim, and he's a charlatan. He started doing all of this. He started going off into his spiel to poison the well, his own thing that he gets upset about people doing to him. He had no problems doing that. And I was like, no. I ain't playing your fucking games tonight, mate. Not tonight. So I told him to shut the fuck up. And then I told him what I needed to say. But yeah, he hasn't mentioned it just once, by the way. He actually mentioned this about 2-3 times in this whole conversation. Like before I've even come on and dropped a message. He mentioned, oh, D-man, he swore at me yesterday, but I don't mind. I can let things go. And yeah, no, you can't because you're bringing it up again. But let's see what he says. Because honestly, what he says now is just absolute ludicrous.
So people usually speak like that. They lack in vocabulary. He's not educated because I've already gone through the triple filtering test with him. How pathetic he is when I was asking him, what's your job?
So I'm pathetic. He's already gone through some triple filtering test with me. Okay, mate, you psychoanalyst. This guy's absolutely nuts. He's bonkers.
Your education background? He's
no educational background. No, I've been to high school. I've been to uni. I didn't finish uni, but I went to uni. And he even mentions that I wanted to be a lawyer at some point as well. So yeah, he remembers that. So I am educated to a certain degree, and I actually probably have better vocabulary than the big baby of London. Well, not maybe. I have better vocabulary than the big baby of London. He's yet to understand anything.
His answer was, oh, I was going to become a lawyer.
Yes.
Pathetic. I'll play those.
Sorry, what? Did you just hear that? I was going to become a lawyer. Pathetic. I'm sorry. How did you get to that conclusion? What logic and reasoning have you used to go from someone wanting to be a lawyer and then calling them pathetic for wanting to be a lawyer? You're crazy, big baby of London.
Videos for you to understand him as well. You know, Lieutenant, those I forgot the word for the people choose to live in forest alone. They want to isolate themselves. Do you know what the word is for it? In mental health, there's a name for it.
See, now he's trying to ad hominem, mental health. Oh, what's that term for people who want to be in the nature without other idiots around them? What's that called? Oh, sensible? Sane? No. He wants to pull up a word that he can then ad hominem me with. Okay, and this is literally, I just wrote one comment. I think I wrote, I'm going to try to remember off the top of my head. I said something along the lines of, you are a charlatan. You have to be. You are not consistent with your logic. You are a liar. You need to stop misleading people. Something along those lines. That's what I said. And then he decides that he's gonna come to me with all this stuff, and trust me, it gets better.
Forgotten. He's like that.
You don't mean a hermit, do you?
No, not hermit. It's one branch of mental health. People would go live in forests, those areas. But
what branch of mental health allows people to wear a mask when they're out in public and where they're scared to show their face because they think that they're going to die because they talk so much shit? What part of mental health is that? And he doesn't stop talking the shit, but he wants to keep living like that. That's mental health issues.
When they go off grid.
Sorry?
When people go off grid.
Yes, so they don't want humanity. They go they want to stay away from human. So they would go and live alone. I forgot the name, but it would come to me.
Isolation, off grid.
No, it's a mental health, a branch of mental health. So he says he loves nature. So the man, sorry?
Is it misanthropy?
Yeah, something like that's it. That's the word. That's the word.
Okay, they found the word. Cool. Let's Google it. What's misanthropy? Let's just find out exactly what they misanthropy. A dislike of humankind. No, I like humans. I don't like retarded humans. I have no problem with human beings. I like human beings a lot. Okay, most of my life, all of my life, all my jobs have been customer service. Customer service, because I like people. I like to help people. I don't like assholes. Sue me, big baby of London. Yeah, see, misdiagnosing, coming up with some random things, a dislike of humankind. No, just because I like nature. No, that's retarded. There's no logical reasoning. You are illiterate. You're illiterate, big baby.
Well done. I think what's his name? Our friend. He would have quickly said it actually here, but that's the call. Misanthro.
See, he can't even say the word. Neither could I, but he's the one who's claiming that he's got better vocabulary than me.
Misanthropy or misanthropic. Oddity would have known. Oddity would have known.
That's an oddity. That's what I was going to say. Oddity would have known this quickly.
Yeah.
But he is that, ladies and gentlemen. If you ask him, these people like that, people have suffered from certain things. I can't reveal now for him because I've told him
I can't reveal now for certain. What bullshit are you coming up with? That's all he's trying to do. He's trying to think of some bullshit thing that he can add on to it and go, see, he's also this and he's also that and he's also that. That's all he's trying to do. He's trying to find. So from a normal conversation, hey, what do you do for work? Oh, currently I'm a bus driver, but I'm going to be giving it up in the next couple of weeks because I want to focus more on YouTube. Okay. Normal conversation. See, he leaves his job because he wants to focus on the internet and make money and become famous. No, that's not what I said. It was just about spreading the righteous path and trying to, as you can see from all my videos, I have not become famous. They have never been clickbait. They have never been to just purely attack someone else. They've always been some kind of way of trying to build on some new level of understanding. And I know it's not popular. I know what I'm doing is not going to get 1 million views because I am not trying to go for the drama and all this stuff like he is. All I'm trying to do is help people. And typically in life, when you help people, nobody cares. I accept that. That's life. It is what it is. I'm not stressed about it. I'm not pissy about it. It is what it is. I've got the videos up there. I said I'm going to leave them up there forever. And maybe one day when the world is ready to start thinking deeply, they'll come and watch them. If not, maybe somebody else has done a video. But I've done what I can do. And that's all I wanted to do, what I can. But yeah, Let's just keep this going.
If I'm wrong, he can sue me. But he cannot hold job for 2 months, 3 months. So you see, he's never had a proper job. Always.
I've never had a proper job. I've worked at McDonald's. I've worked in retail. I've worked on an airline. I've worked in the airport as security. I've done transport manager stuff in other companies. I've been a delivery driver. I've been a bus driver, a coach driver. I've done many different jobs, Big Nose. What do you do? Oh, that's it. I remember now. You don't tell us anything about yourself. You say, oh, I'm a toilet cleaner in a library. Making up your BS because you are too scared to be yourself. The big baby of London cannot be himself, but he's ready to evaluate everyone else. He's ready to evaluate everyone else, but he does want to evaluate himself. Yeah. That's not someone you want to go to for advice or... Advice? I could accept maybe sometimes you might want to go to him for advice, but you wouldn't want to go to him for advice. But to go to him for logical thinking and reasoning, that is absolutely ludicrous.
He's driving and so on and forth. That's all he's been doing, capable of. So he will make money 5 months, 6 months, and then carry on with his, pathetic life, and that's it. And he has no use for the society. All he sits there, red, what's that, red pill or yellow. And when you ask him, how do you know all these things, he comes up with his nonsense. Anyway.
The red pill is basically not something I've made up. It's what other people have made up. I made one video. This is hilarious. I've made over, and like I said, I'm a nobody. My channel isn't like super famous. It's nothing impressive. It's just me doing it because I wanted to help people, and I thought this was a good way for me to help people. It wasn't about becoming famous. It wasn't about any of that shiza. But just to show you, I have 379 videos. I only have one video where, I actually have two videos. I have one 5-minute video where I say, hey, I'm going to explain all these other pills, all these other ideologies that these people on the internet have. I'm going to explain them in 5 minutes. That's one video I have. Another video I have is when I talk about the manosphere. And I think Hafez came on that conversation where we were talking about all these people on the internet who have these certain crazy ideologies. 2 videos out of 379. But this is the one he always goes back to because he just doesn't understand it. And it's like, bro, it's nothing I've made up. It's all the stuff that other people have made up. This guy's a nutcase.
Anyway, the man, you're still my friend, don't worry.
I don't want to be your friend. I was never your friend. Okay, Big Nose? I was never your friend. I was friendly. I was hoping that you'd become more friendlier by actually allowing people to know who the hell you are. But you want to be this mysterious, Big Nose of London. No. You keep your character over there. If you want to play characters, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Do you know what that's called? Playing a character like you are. It's called delusional. You are delusional, big baby of London. You're delusional. Listen. You're delusional. You have low EQ.
But grow up. That's not the way to go about a good friendship. I tried to help you. If you remember.
No, he's never tried to help me.
With the videos, I said you need to seek help from professionals.
No, he never said that. He asked me for help. He asked me, how do I do this? How do I edit? How do I make my thumbnails? How do I do live streaming? I was actually the first one to do live streaming. Sorry, that sounds so big-headed. Almost like the Big Nose. Okay, I wasn't the first ever to do live streaming at Speaker's Corner. But in the year that's just gone by, when I turned up at Speaker's Corner, I started live streaming a few of my conversations and a few of the days. I didn't do it very much. I did it a little bit. And then I started noticing all of a sudden Big Nose was like, oh yes, I want to do this live streaming. How do I do this live streaming? And then he was just asking me a billion questions. And I was trying my best to help him. But sometimes I'm not there to just talk about how you can set up your YouTube channel. I'm there to have conversations with people at Speaker's Corner. So when I would tell him to like wait 5 minutes, he'd get upset and then he'd start giving me attitude for the rest of the day. So this guy is the biggest baby in the world. I know I've said that before, but every example I give, I just get reminded of how much of a baby he was and how I have given him way too many chances. I have given him way too many chances to fix up. And he's going to be who he is, which is a delusional big baby of London. See, the thing is, I want to say people are who they are and it's fine. You know, people can be who they want to be and stuff like that. I want to say that. But this guy isn't even himself. He's playing this character. He's so embarrassed of himself. And he's so scared. He's living in fear constantly. It's sickening. Like he walks around and he's like making sure nobody follows him when he goes away, because then he takes his mask off, or when he's about to put his mask on, he's looking around, make sure nobody knows who he is or where he is, puts his mask on, does all this. Guy's absolutely bonkers.
If I spoke to your parents, remember what I said to you?
Oh, if I spoke to your parents. Okay, my parents are brought into this now all of a sudden. Interesting.
They would tell me a lot about you. When I asked you, you didn't tell.
Yes, my parents will tell you a lot about me. But guess what, big baby? If I spoke to your parents, they'd probably tell me a lot too. You know, they'd probably tell me a lot too. So, what are you trying to prove with this comment? What are you trying to prove?
Tell me about your childhood, but I knew what had happened to you.
No, you didn't. Every time, if you go back and watch his videos, he goes, you are you're a single child, right? And I go, no. And he's, I know, yes, I was testing you. Oh, you're this child. I don't know. And then I tell him, and then he's like, yes, I knew it. This guy is absolutely crazy. He doesn't actually know how to have a conversation. All he's trying to do is prove a point constantly. Honestly, you could go up to him and ask him how his day is going, and all of a sudden he's asking you 15 questions where he's trying to prove that you were molested as a kid and that you have mental issues now for the rest of your life. That's the kind of guy he is. There was a guy who was on one of his conversations. He was walking around in London, and this guy was giving his life story. And I felt so bad for the guy. I was like properly listening to the guy, and I was like, that guy, he's gone through a lot. All the big nose was trying to do was psychoanalyze the guy and say, yes, I see. I knew this is why you did this. I knew this is why you did that. It's like, bro, the guy's telling you his story. You're a complete stranger on the street. Don't fucking psychoanalyze the guy. Just listen to him and be a fucking human being. But he's not learned his lesson. So now I'm going to have to teach him a lesson.
So it's not good to go about all these things you're showing on your YouTube you have. It tells to a psychoanalysis a lot about you, your childhood, what had happened to you.
Yeah, I've told a lot of childhood stories. I've mentioned a story the other day about how I got told off washing the dishes. Mate, I've got nothing to hide. If someone wants to take what I've said and then make some narrative as to why I'm nuts, that's a you problem. That's a you issue. I have nothing to hide. I am who I am. You are some kind of guy who wants to live in a delusional world where you believe you're the big baby of London and that everyone needs to come to you for logic and reasoning and then pay for your subscriptions. And you're trying to... This guy's nuts.
Do you understand? So don't go that route. Defend Islam and Muslim where...
I'm not defending Islam and Muslims. I am defending logic. If you say I have a problem because of A, B, and C, and I go, what about this other example which has A, B, and C? Do you have an issue with that? Just so I can understand your consistency, and you go, oh no, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I don't want to look at that. It's not a problem because I don't want to look at that. I want to look at this thing, Islam, because I want to spread fear and hatred, and I want the Christians to be just like the Muslims, where the Muslims hate the Jews. I want the Christians to hate the Muslims just like that. That's what he's doing. He to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he's working for the Muslims secretly.
Christians have given you the best of best in this country. You remember that. Always remember.
Listen, I ain't got a problem with this country. I like this country. I don't like some of the leadership. I don't like some of the rules, and I don't like the way it's run sometimes. But the country's great, and I mentioned this on yesterday's stream as well. Me and Banksy were talking about how in the 80s it was great. You had all these TV shows. We loved it. We loved growing up here, but it's not the same place. Not because of the Muslims. No, it's because people like you. You guys think people like you who are in charge, who think they know everything, and then start doing all this stuff because they want to prove that they are worthy. Absolutely sad.
Never betray. Show your gratitude and be grateful no matter what.
Yeah, so he's just basically saying, be grateful to Britain and never betray. Even if they kill your family or anything, just be thankful that they let you in and experience this lovely place. Just be thankful to your master. Bro, I ain't a fucking slave. I do what I want when I want. I'm thankful. I appreciate this country. I appreciate my life here. It's great. But I ain't no fucking slave. If you want to slave yourself off to the country or the Christians of the country or the British of the country or whatever, if you want to slave yourself off to them, go for it. That's a you problem. But I would highly recommend that the people of the country that he's trying to get in with take a step back and actually look at the guy. Take a step back and actually analyze the guy and think whether you want him in your life, whether he is someone who is actually helping you become the best version of yourself. He's helping you get to a place of peace and harmony, or if he's actually just trying to stir more shit just so he could say, see, I was on the side of the Christians. I got the Muslims out. I'm one of you now, aren't I? That's all he's trying to do. That is all he's trying to do. It's so sad.
Remember that. Islamic country would never tolerate you as soon as they find out you're from Hindustan.
This guy. It's called India, not Hindustan. And yeah, I don't care. I'm not trying to go to Muslim countries. I'm not saying that Muslim countries are the best. This is what I'm saying. This guy, he's doing a lot of assuming. For someone logical, someone who thinks logically, he doesn't do a lot of logical thinking. He makes up stories in his head and then he just goes off with them. And you'll hear him in a second now calling me a spy.
Do you understand? From Hindustan. That's your answer.
Oh, so sad.
Anyway, yeah. What say you, David? I think, shall we call it? Do you want to?
Yeah,
Ravioli walking in the.
So
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
At this point, they end up talking to some Muslims for a few minutes, and then I come up just for a few seconds when he then kicks me off because he doesn't want to have a conversation about all the crap he just brought up, all that stuff he just said. He doesn't want to talk about now. He's happy. He said it all. He said what he wanted to say. He just wants me to come up and help him attack Muslims. No, retard. No, friend. You're not a good friend, are you? Retard. There we go. Sorry, I'm just finding the exact point. There we go. KKK.
Anyway, maybe this guy will help you. The man is here.
Okay.
You want to help?
Good knows. No, I wanted to have a word with you. Since you want to throw accusations and chat shit, I thought I could do that too. So you're going to talk. You're going to speak the truth, or are you going to lie? Let's just get some ground rules.
What does it mean? Truth. Truth is mean.
What does it mean? Truth. What does it mean, bro? You're a fucking retard. You don't know what truth means. Oh, no, you know what truth means. You just can't answer the question because you know you're going to lie. All you do is lie. You're lying to the Christians, you're lying to the British people, you're lying to the Muslims, you're lying to yourself. That's the biggest one. You lie to yourself every day. Oh, I'm so popular. I am the big nose of London. I have 2,000 subscribers. I want a fistful of dollars to teach you. Bruh.
In what to you?
Okay, so if I ask you a question and you know the
But I'm
honest
not
truth, are you
making
gonna lie?
claims. You've no right to ask me question. I'm not
I can
making
ask you
any
all the
claims.
questions I want, man. He's not making any claims. Did he not just claim that I had, what was the word he used? Misanthropy. He said I had a mental illness called misanthropy, whatever. He said I had all these other issues. He's made claims. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. But at first, I want to discuss this pushing incident because it shows low EQ. Because you have to get violent, like you claim the Muslims do when they are low EQ. Mate, listen.
No.
Did you push me and try and get physical with me at Speaker's Corner because I refused to help you for 5 minutes?
What are you talking? Go grow up. You're a childish man. Honestly, this man is very childish.
I'm telling him I've got video evidence. I've got the video. I'll show you the video of him coming up to me and pushing me. No problem. But he doesn't want to listen. What was he saying? He's just saying, "Oh, look, nonsense! You're speaking nonsense or something." Physical with me at Speaker's Corner because I refused to help you for 5 minutes.
What are you talking? Go grow up. You're a childish man. Honestly, this man is very childish.
So he didn't answer the question. He just started using ad hominems. Yes, that's good use of logical thinking and reasoning, big baby of London. Oh, no, you didn't do that. You just started crying like a baby about how I need to grow up because I've asked you a question about why you've pushed me at Speaker's Corner. Smart. I've been trying to be.
When was that? Okay, when was that? When was that?
I'm not going to give you dates and times. You know exactly when it was.
No, how many months ago? For example, you can say how many months ago?
Good 7-8 months ago.
So you see how sick you are. 7 months ago, ever since you've been talking nicely with me, you see, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so he's like, oh, ever since you've been talking nice with me. Yeah, but you've been talking nice with me. And what did you just say about me being crazy and talking to my parents and analyzing me and how I should be grateful for Britain and all this other crap you're saying? That was from, I can't hold a job. I wanted to be a lawyer, pathetic. All these things you've said, which were actually before this event happened. Him pushing me was literally one of the last few times I went to Speaker's Corner. I probably went 2-3 times again after that. The video recordings that he was quoting were probably from about 12 months ago, 9 to 12 months ago. They were literally when I first came to Speaker's Corner, which was in end of December last 2023 to the beginning of 2024. That's when I was first at Speaker's Corner, and that's when he was filming me. So he's brought up videos to call me names and all this stuff. But as soon as I bring up something else, he's like, oh, 8 months, see, what is he doing? And now you'll see that he doesn't actually start talking to me. He starts talking to the audience and trying to poison the well again. He does exactly what the Muslims do at Speaker's Corner. As soon as the Muslims at Speaker's Corner can't argue with the person in front of them, they start talking to the crowd and they start saying, oh, see, yes, and trying to rile up the crowd and go, yes, look, you're on my side. He's the problem. That's what he's trying to do. It's pathetic.
Ever since you've been talking nicely with me, you see, ladies and gentlemen, I say this man is a betrayal. He will betray you. Look at him. So if I have done that,
I betrayed him because I asked him why he pushed me. After all that shit he said, after all that crap he just said about me, I asked him why he pushed me. I'm the betrayer. This guy is lunatic. Honestly, do not have him around your family, your kids, your pets, nothing. This guy is absolutely crazy. He is Cocoa Puffs.
moment.
Listen, shut
One
up,
moment.
shut up.
Let me
Listen,
just say.
listen. No,
No,
you're
no,
talking
don't
shit at the moment again. What he's doing is poisoning the
get
podcast. Right
out
now,
of here, you stupid.
Uh,
Shut up.
get out of here, stupid. Shut up. See, he knows that as soon as someone's going to say something that puts him to shame, get rid of him. Now he can't have a conversation. He's always like, oh, they're running. But now, when it's the shoes on the other foot, he's like, no, go away. I don't want you in the chat. And then I've noticed him blocking people in the chat as well, because he doesn't want them in the chat saying negative things. He can't handle the truth. This guy who's meant to be the truth seeker through logic and reasoning can't handle the truth. He's in a delusional state. And honestly, anyone around this guy needs to be very, very, very careful. And now he'll say something about me being a spy or something.
Shut up, your own stupid idiot. One time, 2 times, you can be disrespectful.
Oh, really?
What you talking about?
No,
Look,
you were
if I have, exactly, if I have done that, ladies and gentlemen, right? So we become friends, based on if, right? So if you can see the progress of 6 months, we've been, I have his number, he has my number. We've been calling.
No,
I've been asking help regarding the StreamYard and other things.
Does, yes. All he does is ask for help.
And he's been helping me and so on and forth.
I have.
But look, today he's bringing up that thing, if that is true, right?
I'm bringing up that thing because you started bringing up your video conversations with me saying that I can't hold a job, saying that all this other crap you just said. I'm not going to list it again. You've brought that up first. And at that point, I'm going to be like, okay, cool. If that's how you want to play, let's play this game. I was happy to do peace. I like peace. If you want war, I'll bring you fucking war. I will bring you war, and you will beg me to stop. I will follow you around Speaker's Corner, and I will record every interaction you have there. I will show you for the charlatan you are. Okay, I could play war games. I just choose choose peace.
And saying, oh, didn't you push me this, that? You see how childish we dealing with childish people?
No, it's childish to push someone. That's low EQ, remember? If I'm asking you a question, why did you push me? That's actually quite adult. That's an intelligent question. I'm asking you, why did you push me? Why were you unable to control your emotions, Mr. Reasoning? You must have some kind of reasoning for it.
Oh, yeah. He is upset because his channel is not progressing.
Nope, I really don't give a shit about the channel progressing or not. Honestly, it's never been about that. I've mentioned it from day dot. I'm happy right now. I was happy. I streamed earlier. I had a nice little stream where I talked about winter. I was like, how much I love winter, even though I love spring the most. I love winter. I was talking about things I care about. I was talking about life, nature, truth. I was talking from the heart. And that's why I do these. That's why I do these videos. I don't do these videos for the YouTube drama. But we're going to play war games now. People want to play war games, we'll play war games. All I wanted to do was have a little bit of peace and, like I said, talk about life and God. But yeah, war games it is.
That's one reason. Second reason is he's unable to attract people. Sorry.
Your channel gonna progress, don't you worry.
I'm unable to attract people. Yes, I know. Because I am not trying to attract people. I'm trying to attract quality people. I don't want people who are here just to waste time. I don't mind wasting time every once in a while, but when I'm in the middle of like trying to give a lesson, where I'm trying to explain something, I don't need people that waste time. And I did actually. I actually think I had quite a few. I had quite a few live streamers at one point. I think I had about 20 people watching me at some points. 21 people watching me a couple of months ago when I was live streaming. And guess what I did, Big Nose? I stopped streaming for 3 months because I don't give a fuck. I don't do this for the views. I do it for me because I want to do it. Retard. But yeah, just to show like some kind of evidence, like you could see that, oh yeah, he was getting this many views on all these videos, and then all of a sudden he stopped making videos for 3 months. Why? Because he doesn't care about the views. It's not what's important to him. But it's because it's him projecting, because all he does is care about views. The amount of times that I went on, he came onto my channel, sorry, and he was telling people to leave me and go on watch him. It was sad. It was honestly sad. Begging for viewers.
No. I'm just saying. I'm trying to help him.
No, you're not trying to help me. You're trying to discredit me, and you're trying to poison the well, and all these other ad hominems and all this other BS that you like to do, and then you package it up nicely as, no, I'm trying to help you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a friend. You're the big baby of London.
Stay friends. Don't go that way. I've told you I'm still friend.
I'm not friends. This is war. This is war. Big Nose, I'm telling you right now, this is war. You wanted to start chatting shit. Okay, cool. Let's play this game. I'm not going to hurt you physically like you tried to do with me, even though I could. I'm going to destroy you mentally, and I'm going to make sure that everyone knows your true colors.
Even though I have this ups and downs with you, but you have to go around because you have, that's venom. You know, you have to bite.
Oh yeah, well, life's too.
You
short
have
for
to
that.
do that.
It's too short for that.
Yeah.
I
don't have to fight, like he just said 8 months ago. 8 months ago, he pushed me, and I said nothing, and I kept it peaceful. Because, like I said, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I tried to be peace. I love peace. Peace is good. But he's arrogant. He's delusional. And he's dangerous. He is dangerous. I'm done trying to be friendly with you. I'm done trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. It's war. It's war. I'll play your game, Big Nose. I'll play your game. I'll play your game.
But if we have talked about it, then why are you saying this nonsense? Yeah, if. Anyway, what's happened to Lieutenant's friend?
Okay, in a second he says something about me being possibly being a spy as well and stuff like that. I can't be asked to listen to his damn voice. Barely speak English. Oh damn, there's a bunch more comments. Business says, yes, exactly, 100%. Thank you, demand. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to tell the truth like I've always tried to. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt in the past, but now I'm done benefiting of the doubt. Now it's just pure, raw, unadulterated truth. And I don't care if it hurts his feelings. I don't care if it destroys his platform. That's his problem now. That's his problem. He wanted to play these games. Gospel says put a little sugar out and the ants will come. Yeah, I could do. Business says brilliant, exposed demand 100%. They're always picking on Gossi and Irish Damien. Yeah, I did used to see Damien come on the channel. Like I was wondering, because I keep seeing Damien's name popped up in the chat. People are like, oh, is that Damien? Is that Damien? And they're like, no, it's Demand, as in demands. They sometimes think I'm Damien. But I was wondering what happened to him. I haven't been following Big Nose. Like, I don't watch every single video. It's only every once in a while I'll click on it. I'll see what the conversation's like. And then after a few minutes, I'm bored. And I typically go off. But Damien, I thought was actually quite good. When I did pop onto his channel, onto Big Nose's channel, I always thought Damien was actually quite a decent speaker, and he was always trying to come from like a level-headed perspective. So I kind of liked Damien. I don't know exactly what went wrong there. They banned Gossi the other day. They banned her the other day. And even me and Gospel, we've had our words to each other. She's said things to me, I've said things to her, but I've never banned her or anything. She's always come back if she wanted to, or she could leave if she wanted to. It's always been like open to, you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes people disagree. It doesn't mean that you get banned and you're allowed to say what you want to say. I might not agree with it, and I'll say what I want to say, and you may not agree with it, but the option to come back and have a conversation is always there. Business says he's forcing memberships under duress. Yeah, I've seen that. That is disgusting. Oh no, you can't be here. Oh no, you. What was it to? There was one of the Hannah Jinx. They're like, oh, you can't come back here unless you get the membership. And I was like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? You've got people here who want to come and chill and listen to you, and you're too busy focusing on their pockets. Like, that's sad. Gospel says, yes, a lot of picking, even the ones say they are Christian. I rebuke, yeah, because they're not Christian first. They're angry first. That's what I'm saying. He's focusing on people's fear and anger, and he's trying to bring them in, and he's trying to use that to his advantage. So yeah, if you want a real Christian, I don't think you'll find them on his channel, because a real Christian wouldn't have fear or hate. Even Jesus says that you shouldn't worry about tomorrow. Like, Jesus is telling you, don't let fear control you. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you know that quote, Gospel. I'm pretty sure you're the one who taught me it. Business says, and demanding PayPal for his link. Oh my God, he's demanding PayPal for his content as well. Wow. And that bad song. Yeah, but. Logical thinking, reasoning. Bro, what is that? That every time I hear it, I'm like turning off. I'm like, cool, I'm done watching for the day. I don't know how you guys sat through that. Business says we love gospel. Yes, we love you, gospel. Gospel says love y'all. And they were picking on Chris and Simon. I told them he in everybody business said I was a snake. But he two-faced. Everyone tried the crap. Tired of the crap. Be hot or cold. Damn. I didn't. Let me see. Chris. Just trying to think. I can't remember exactly who Chris and Simon are. Simon K. Yeah, Simon K. I see that name pop up a lot. I don't know who Chris is. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time on his channel, unfortunately. Like, sometimes I'll ninja watch, but I'll just be listening. I won't be reading the comments. I'll have to look out for that. That's sad. Business dropping the love. Gospel dropping the love. Businesses beg knows inconsistent times 100. Yes, why does he wear a mask? Because he's in fear, and he doesn't stand by what he says. You know, simple. He could give all the BS he wants about, oh no, it's safety. No, it's not safety. It's fear. You have fear. If it was safety, you would stop saying what you are saying. If you know it's inflammatory and it's going to get you killed. Unless you really believe in it. If you really believe in it, then you do it without the mask. Then you're like, yeah, no, I stand by what I say. But yeah, if you don't believe in it and you're just trying to provoke people and trying to get the Christians to fight, or the British to fight the Muslims, and that's the whole agenda, and then you want to go in and say, hey, look, I was on your side all along. Because he keeps saying, oh, you need to be thankful to this country, you need to be thankful to the Christians and the British, you need to be thankful, you need to worship them. So you could see what he wants. He just wants a passport. He doesn't want to get married to get a passport. He wants to try and start a race war and get a passport. Does he work? I don't know. He says he's a toilet cleaner in a library, but everything he says is a lie, so I don't trust him. I was believing he would help people, but he lets attacks go on anybody but his team. So yes, I've noticed that. Yeah, it's like anyone else saying anything, attack him. But as soon as it's his own team, no. Chris is on there now. Praise for Chris. Yeah, I don't like. They don't listen to Chris either. Like, sometimes Chris does talk too much, not gonna lie. But at some points it's like, no, just listen to Chris for a few minutes. Just give him a few minutes to cook, Just let him get his point across. Let him land the plane, and maybe you could answer back. But when Big Nose, as you know, with the way Big Nose is, he's like, yes, no, oh, I don't know. those are the only 3 options. That's like, bro, that's not how you have a conversation. That's an interrogation. Gospel says, I didn't know he would do that to you. I did. I like I said, I've given him the benefit of the doubt, but I knew that he'd kick me off. I knew that he would, any kind of little thing that upsets him. Literally, I'm not even lying to you. I was at Speaker's Corner. I was in the middle of a conversation with someone, a really deep conversation about Islam and whatever stuff. And it was a pleasant conversation. It wasn't like we were shouting at each other. It was really good and deep. It was really interesting. And it was one of those conversations I wasn't recording because I don't record every conversation I have. And Big Nose comes over and he's like, oh, D-Man, can you help me set up my live stream? And I was like, look, give me 5 minutes. Let me finish up this conversation here. I'll come find you over there. He got in such a huff. He said some words and then he walked off, and yeah, and that's from that point onwards, he had an issue with me for weeks. And then he did that thing where he turned up and put his camera in my face and he was like, oh no, it's a educational conversation, and even if it's private, you're not in a private area, so I'm going to do what I want. That was the attitude he had. He's not a forgiving person. He can act like he's all chill and laughs. He really isn't. He's an angry, unstable, deluded old man. Banksy says, yo, I should be asleep. Yeah, same. I was literally I actually did try to go to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep, so I was like, all right, let me watch a little bit of Big Nose. That will get me to sleep. And then I thought, okay, let me just drop this one comment because of what he said. And then all of a sudden, it is what it is. Banksy's like, I love the drama. I'm sure people love the drama. I'm sure people are gonna love it. But yeah, I've been trying to avoid the drama for ages. I'd rather not do drama. I think life is better with peace, but sometimes when the drama comes, you have to deal with it. Nip it in the bud, essentially. So I will nip him in the bud. Gospel's like, yeah, drama for sure. Banksy's fight. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Fight. There we go. Gospel says somebody's sure to win. Gospel saying, I am a traitor and a snake. Can't believe they called you that. I can't believe they said that to you. Therapy, anyone? Analyze this, analyze that. Couch, anyone? Yes, I have to do better. God loves everyone and we are wearing. God gives everyone freedom of choice, free will, have to choose to live for him or go down to destruction. Yes, 100% agreed there. It's your choice. The choice is up to you. And this is what I'm saying. I try to give him the benefit of that. I've tried to give him the choice to kind of walk away from this kind of like constant trying to put people down, constantly trying to dictate how people can answer questions when he never answers a single question. It's like, no, bro. Common decency. What did he say about common decency? I have no common decency. Him saying that he has no common decency. So then, yeah, cool. I'll treat you like that. Gospel dropping some love. Gospel says Damien wouldn't buy membership. Oh, is that why he got kicked off? Wow, that is petty. That is so petty. Yes, you let me come. Yes, we do have bad days. Yeah, exactly. It's life. It's life. And this was, like I said about him, when he had these manic episodes, I just kind of took it on the chin because I don't get hurt feelings that easily. I took it on the chin. I was like, cool. Maybe he's just having a bad day. But no, he's had 12 months to sort out his bad day. He's just retarded. He's mentally unstable, and he is dangerous. Yes, no, that Simon in Lou right hand and he stirs up trouble. Oh, Simon and Lieutenant right hand, and he stirs up trouble. Oh, yeah. I thought Lieutenant was smarter, but I think she's very angry. I think she's and it kind of showed the other day, I guess, with you, that she does have a lot of anger within her, and it ended up getting displaced onto yourself and others in the chat. So, yeah, like I said, what Big Nose is doing isn't actually healthy for anyone. It's not healthy for anyone. He's just stirring the pot as well. He's just going, oh, cool, yeah, be more angry, be more fearful. Yes, blame them, blame all these people. And then let's stay up for 8 hours straight and just talk about Muslims and how they're evil and how we need to eradicate them from the UK. Literally just stirring the pot for 8 hours a night, 8 hours a night, 8 hours a night. Then, yeah, I can see why Lieutenant might be going a bit nutty. And her anger's coming out in places it shouldn't. Gospel says, this is terrible. Really, things coming out, exposure. Yeah, do you know, I don't want to expose. I never wanted to expose. I understand how people can make mistakes, and as long as they learn from those mistakes, I'm happy to kind of just go, cool. It is what it is. It's in the past. They're not that same person anymore. But yeah, he's definitely not changed. He's still as delusional as he ever was, if not more, because now he has a few people paying him for memberships. It was interesting, but it comes a time I have to leave some things alone. Yes, yeah, you got to walk away sometimes. Yes, he gives everyone a certain amount of time to get membership, or off you go. So sad. Oh my days. He really needs the money, I guess. I guess he really needs the money. Yes, a lot of angry people in there. Yeah. Because I don't even read the comments that often. I can see what he's doing, and I can see what he's trying to attract, and how he's trying to build his brand and identity of the Big Nose is based purely on hate and fear. It's nothing to do with reasoning. I told him yesterday, I was like, I like the fact that you guys say reasoning and logical thinking, but you're not using it consistently. You're not using it like the way it should be used. But yeah, he didn't want to listen. He did not want to listen. He running streams day and night, paid for a year YouTube, and I think he would get advertisement benefits now. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's paid for StreamYard as well, and he's paid for YouTube. So he's trying to invest in this. I did tell him this, actually. This is one of the conversations we had when he called me. He was like, oh, what do I do? And how do I do this? And how do I do that? I was like, look, he was like, should I buy StreamYard? I said, listen, if you're going to use StreamYard every single day, if it's something that you see yourself doing in the future, then it's a good investment to do. So I tried to give him as best advice as I can. I didn't tell him what to do. I didn't say, yes, do it, don't do it. I tried to give him the options and say, hey, look, you make your own mind up and decide what's best for you and your life. So I tried to be the good friend and give him the benefit of the doubt and all this stuff. But yeah, and I wasn't expecting miracles from him. I understand that it was a one-sided relationship because he was never friendly to me. He was never really helping me out. He was never, none of that stuff. It was never a situation where he's like, oh, do you know what, today I'm going to go on Damon's stream for a bit. No, nothing like that. You know what I mean? There's never a situation of these kind of like he's trying to help me out in any way, shape or form. He's always just tried to come on my stream, as in the chat, just to steal my viewers, but never to come give me viewers. So I understood from day dot that it was a one-sided relationship, but I didn't mind because I kind of hoped that along his journey he will grow and he will learn more and become a better friend to other people, while also hopefully giving whatever amount of wisdom he had to people, and he could share that with people. So I was encouraging him. I was like, yeah, go for your YouTube thing, go do this, yeah, do that. Yeah, there's all these other platforms, Rumble, this, that, and the other. Gave him as much advice as I could, just so that you want the best for people. You want the best for people. Yeah, his message and my message are two separate messages, and they don't meet up anywhere. They don't There's no meshing between our two messages. Well, apart from reasoning and logical thinking, but he doesn't use reasoning or logical thinking. He uses irrational thinking and hate. So there's no real meshing ground for us. So I was never going to benefit off his channel. It was purely just for him to go on his little adventure, on his little journey, and for him to discover himself and to share what he can share that people might need. That was it. But yeah, that is what it is. Gospel says, yes, business maybe full-time soon. Okay. One-sided, yes. Best for everyone. Yeah, that's it. Just you hope the best for everyone. But regardless of whether they hope the best for me or not, don't give a shit. You know, I hope for the best thing for me, and God hopes for the best for me. That's more than enough. I would like other people to hope for the best, but if they don't, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, it's not the end of the world for me. You know, life goes on. It's still a nice new day tomorrow. The sun still comes up, whether other people want the best for me or not. You know what I mean? Because God wanted the best for me. I wake up and I get to see a nice, beautiful sunrise. So I'm happy. I'm set. But yeah, some people, I don't know. I think they're just they're too self-absorbed. And I think sometimes I'm maybe self-absorbed. But after situations like this, I think about it and I go, wait a second, no. In all these situations, he even said himself, he was like, oh yeah, I called that man and he helped me here and he helped me there and he helped me there. So I'm like, yeah, cool, yeah. So you can see that I have been the good friend by his own words. He's never said, oh yeah, and then I helped Damon do this and then I helped Damon do that and then that. No, he never mentioned any of that. So it's like, he can see it, but he can't see it. He's blind to it because of his ego, his arrogance, his delusions of grandeur. That's a big one he has. Delusions of grandeur. Thinking he's more important than he is. Nobody's that important. Nobody. Gospel says, yes, wake up, the sun shines. Yeah, that's it. The sun shines, beautiful day. Birds are chirping in the background because I go to sleep with my windows open. I like a nice little breeze to roll through. And you hear the birds chirping in the morning, little sun coming up, brightening up the room. Oh, doesn't matter if nobody else wants the best for me. God has given me the best. He's given me life, and he's given me a beautiful day. God bless you for helping. I don't know if I'm helping because I'm about to go to war. Right now, I'm about to go to war. You could call that helping if you want, but it's not my first port of call. My first port of call, like I said, is people to grow and for them to become the best versions of themselves. But if they want to play games with me, I could play games too. I just choose not to. But if I have to play, I will play to the same... Sorry, that was weird. My t-shirt's getting a bit too big. I've lost a bit too much weight. I think I need to put more weight on. I need to start hitting the gym. Gospel says, where's Suvi? Suvi is probably at home doing her thing. Haven't seen her in a little while over the Christmas period. I will tell her hello if I see her. If I don't, maybe she'll see it in the chat. If she's not watching, then I don't know. Maybe God will pass the message on. Gospel says, just watch, don't get too angry. I'm not angry. This is the thing. I could play these war games without being angry. Because to me, it's all fun and games. It's oh, you said this about me? Cool. Let's talk about you. And I'll do it in a nice, polite way with all the logical reasoning and all the breakdowns I can think of. But it will be war games. It won't be me playing nice. It won't be me giving him the benefit of the doubt. So where I have that compassion, nope, pulled it back. Where I see he doesn't speak truth, I don't need to speak truth on him. Well, I still will, but I don't need to. Humility. Like I said, like he said, and I said, Even after he tried to get violent with me for 8 months, I've been talking to him and trying to help him the best I can. I'm humble. I'm not egotistic. I'm not like, oh no, you pushed me that one time, that's it, I'm never helping you again. I'm like, no, don't worry, cool. People make mistakes. You didn't even apologize for it, but I can let it go as long as there's growth moving forward. But obviously there wasn't. So yeah, I don't get angry. I get angry. So I can get angry, but this guy is definitely not worth getting angry about. But what I will get is even. What I will get is even. Where all of these claims that he made about me, saying that shit about not having jobs and not being able to keep a job and never having a proper job and being a spy and spying on my own people, all this crap that he said, I will return that to him in a nice little present and a bow on top and say, here you go, buddy. That's for you. I hope you have a great life. And then watch it blow up in his face. It's not a bomb, okay? Don't take it that way. I'm not going to do anything violent. It's going to be a present of truth to all his lies. And like I said, I'm happy to walk around Speaker's Corner filming him and showing you every single interaction, showing you actually how he behaves with people, showing you his true colors and how he does not have high EQ. He has the lowest EQ at Speaker's Corner. The amount of people that told me there, be careful, he's a bit loony. And I was like, no, it's fine. You know what? He's just a bit of a character. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But people are like, no, trust me, he's a bit loony. I was like, no, I'm not that scared. He's not going to hurt me. And he's just someone who needs friends. I feel sorry for him, you know? He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't understand anything. He barely understands the language. He doesn't know how to use technology. He struggles with basic communication. He just needs a friend. But yeah, no, he didn't want a friend. All he wanted was subscribers to pay him. That's all he's ever wanted. So yeah, no, I'm not going to get angry. I get even. Gospel says, yes, if you helped him with his stream after he shoved you, that is overlooking and you turn the other cheek. Yes, that's Gospel. Remember when we were talking about the knuckle sandwich situation? The knuckle sandwich situation was just me just letting people know that the standard is, if you come at me with a blatant attack where you are trying to hurt me or punch me or do something, I will defend myself and punch back. But in situations like this where I'm like, okay, cool, he did a bit of a shove, he's trying to show his ego, he's trying to be Mr. Macho, like, I could do this low EQ stuff, I could just brush it off and go, yeah, that's some that go play your game somewhere else. I could brush that off easily. But if someone's coming at me to attack me, then they need to be prepared for one to come back at them with the knuckle sandwich. But yeah, I always try to turn the other cheek if I can. Always. Truth will set you free, 100%. Truth reveals a lot, though. Both sides get hurt. I've been honest from day dot. I am not a good person. I am an evil bastard. I am greedy. I do bad things all the time. But I try my best to live by truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. I'm not going to always be great at it because I'm still learning, and I give everyone else the same kind of leeway that I expect, and that's that. If anything comes out about me, it comes out about me. I stand by the truth. If it's the truth, if something comes out about me and it's the truth, I'll put my hands up. I'll go, yeah, that was me. I said that. Yeah, I did that. Whatever. It is what it is. Because I'm not scared of the truth. Hence why me being here with my face fully visible, talking for the past year with the lowest amount of subscribers from all of the Speaker's Corners people. Because I don't try and push any particular narrative from any religion. So I don't have the Christian backing because I'm not trying to push the Christian narrative. I don't have the Muslim backing because I'm not trying to push the Muslim narrative. I don't have the atheist backing because I'm not trying to push the atheist narrative. You know what I mean? I don't have the atheist backing because I'm not trying to attack Islam. I don't have the British backing because I'm not trying to attack Islam. I was actually attacking Reform UK a couple of months back. So I call out the truth and I say it how I sees it. And I'm not doing this for the views. I'm not doing this to collect membership fees like some people are. Or I'm not doing this out of any delusions or grandeur either. It's just purely, hey, this is my life. This is my experience. This is what I've learned. If you find it will be helpful in your life, you're more than welcome to try it. Is he young or older? Might need to take it easy on him. No knuckle sandwich, extra cheese. I think he's an old man. He's older, or he's just had a really hard life. There was a stream where him, Banksy, and Francis were in central London. They went to go watch a football game or something. And this was after Speaker's Corner or something. Yeah, it might have been after Speaker's Corner or something. But they went to go watch football in London. And then I saw Big Nose. He was wearing one of those COVID masks. And then I could just see like white hair coming out from there. So either life has been really hard on him or he's really old. Either way, I don't give a damn. That's a him problem. He set up the game how he wants it. He wanted to talk shit and start bringing up old videos and trying to psychoanalyze me like he tried to do back then. He tried doing the psychoanalytical bullshit back when I first met him. I thought, cool, he's done with that. Nope, he wants to keep on playing that game. But yeah, I will avoid giving him a knuckle sandwich with extra cheese unless he attacks me first. At that point, then it's no holds barred. I will defend myself. Gospel says, yes, you are honest and one day at a time. Yes, that's it. One day at a time. And I try to be as honest as I can. Just because it's so complicated to lie. It is so complicated to lie. If you're lying all the time, you don't remember what lies you've told. Unless you're Big Nose and you're just telling the same lies. But I don't like lying. It's just too much headache. I'm too stupid to lie. I can't remember all the lies. Gospel says, just terrible this happened. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think it was bound to happen at some point because every once in a while when I do go on his streams, I'm like, I'm just exasperating. I'm just like, bro, someone needs to say something to him. None of his teammates, none of those people there are going to call him out. They're scared of him for some stupid reason, or they worship him for some stupid reason. The people in the chat don't really call him out, or if they do, they end up getting banned or they get yelled at. And it's like, okay, so they're just creating an echo chamber. And I sometimes go, all right, cool. I'll leave them to the echo chamber. I don't need to get involved. That's their little space. That's what they want to do. Fine. Do your nutcase echo chamber over there. But at this point, I'm like, no, do you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I need to start calling out all the BS now. I guess this is what's happening in the new season. This is what season 2 is going to be about. It's going to be about me trying to set up my tarot card thing, trying to make a little bit of money on the side, and I guess I'm going to have to walk around with my sword out. Well, oh, that sounded dodgy. That sounded dodgy. I meant as in like sword of truth, like cut through the lies. A lone wolf damon. Yes, I've always been a lone wolf my whole life. It's fine. I run with packs for a little while, but then usually I end up on my own again. It's fine. Well, I'm never lone because I always have God. God's always there. Is he ex-Muslim? Yes, I believe so. You've heard him start singing that Ahmad Rahameen, and he starts doing all this stuff, showing off. He understands the language. Yeah, he's ex-Muslim for sure. And like I said, even the way he behaves, the way he's trying to get the British and the Christians to become like him, become like Islamic like him, and hate the other group and blame them for all the problems, like I said, the way the Muslims do to the Jews. He wants the Christians and the British to do about the Muslims. He wants them to have that same mentality. So yeah, he's definitely ex-Muslim. People say he's from Iran. More than likely, yes, but he denies it, and I really don't give a shit where he's from. It's none of my business. But what I do care about is the fact that he's a lunatic and he's spreading fear and hate, which is not good. Especially if it's under the guise of reasoning and critical thinking. That's just the worst kind of like. That's called the bait and switch. Con men do this. They'll say, "Oh, I could give you this thing," and you're like, "Oh, that sounds great. That sounds like a great deal. I'll take that thing." And you give them the money, and then instead of them giving you what they just offered you, they'll switch it with something else that's worth nothing, like a suitcase full of milk. And they were offering you like a suitcase full of laptops, 50 laptops. Now they're giving you a suitcase full of milk, and you go home. You're like, "Oh yeah, this is heavy suitcase. This was all the laptops I just bought for a great deal." And then you get home and you're like, "Oh, it's just milk." That's what he's doing. He's saying, "Hey, come here, logic and reasoning, come here, logic and reasoning." Okay, now you need to hate Muslims. You need to fear them. They're going to kill you otherwise. You need to, you know what I mean? It's the bait and switch. He's baiting people with logic and reasoning, and then he switches it with his hate and fear. Gospel says, yes, straightforward and truthful, and sometimes you get angry, but make it right. Yes, exactly. Gospel says, I wanted to make it right with you. It's always good with us. Gospel, it's fine. Like I said, with me, I don't stress about stuff too much. I kind of found it funny what you said, but yeah, it's fine. Thank you for saying that, though. I appreciate you coming back and saying what you said. All of this. Season 2025, yes. Yes, always have God, never without him. Yes, I asked him once and he said no. I felt he was. Yeah, he's going to deny the truth because he's a liar. That's why he's called the big nose. That's essentially it. He knows what he's doing. He's just walking around lying to people, and he's so in your face about it that his nose is growing in your face. It's just getting bigger and bigger in your face, and people are like, "Oh yeah, logic and reasoning. Yes, this guy must be telling the truth," and he's just lying to you while he's giving you fear and hate. Yeah, I'm done allowing him to run rampant. Yes, it's easy to get drawn in. Yeah, that's the thing with drama. And I'm sure this drama here is going to end up drawing a few more views, which will be good for me, I guess. And I'll take it, but it wasn't the intended objective. The intended objective was just like I said earlier. I was like, cool, let me just drop him a message and tell him to stop acting like an idiot because of what happened yesterday and him crying about me saying, fuck, shut the fuck up. Mr. Adult is scared of the word fuck. Really. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it here because otherwise I'm just going to do character assassination, and I don't want to do character. Do I want to do character assassination? Screw it. Let's do character assassination. He wanted war. That stream that he did with Banksy and Francis in central London, where they went to the restaurant to watch the football game, Banksy and Francis both ran away from him. They both ran as fast as they could away from him and tried to lose him. The guy's a fucking nutcase. Okay? He's a nutcase. And I actually said to Banksy that they should have done that. I did say to Banksy, I was like, oh, you guys should have given him the benefit of the doubt. He's not that bad, but do you know what? I'm sorry, guys. You were right all along. Everyone has been right all along. I was wrong. I put my hands up. You guys were 100% right. I should have listened. The guy's a fucking nutcase. I'm sorry. I had hope in him. I'm sorry. I had hope that he would become better, and I was trying to show him compassion. But that's just the way I am. Okay, I can't help it. But when I cut them off, they cut off, and he's definitely cut off. Yes, have to do better this year. No drama. No, we'll do a little bit of drama. Drama's fine this year. Drama's fine. I'm happy to play the drama game for a little while. Like I said, I'm done with the teaching side of things. Last year, I kind of there's still a ton more. There is still a ton more that I want to teach, but I think right now there's all the disinformation and all these charlatans, low EQ charlatans that need to start listening. I'm trying to copy his accent. All these charlatans need to start listening and need to actually stop what they're doing, or public apology for what they've done and then go away. You know, that's it. That's the only two options for him now. I will play war with him. I will play war with him. I don't mind. I will psychoanalyze the crap out of him. Like I just said, this is even me psychoanalyzing the crap out of him. Me telling you that he is delusional and has delusions of grandeur is very self-evident. But I will start going in deeper. I will try and find out as much as I can about him. I'll get investigators onto this. And they'll follow him around and learn as much as they can about him and his family. And then we could play that family game. And we could find out what your parents say about you as a kid. Because that's what you want to do, Big Nose, right? You want to talk to my parents, find out more about me as a kid. Absolutely nuts. Anyways, I think I've ranted enough. But it was kind of fun, I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed the... Wow, 2 hours. I've been ranting for 2 hours. I love it. I love it. At least it wasn't a boring rant. At least it was a bit of flavour to it. Gospel dropping the swords, the heart, the knuckle sandwich with extra cheese. Thank you so much for sticking around for the rant. Gospel, appreciate you being here. I hope you have an amazing evening, afternoon. I think it's afternoon where you're at the moment. I hope you have an amazing afternoon. Stay positive. Even with all this stuff that happened, I'm still positive. I'm still happy. It's just war mode is also engaged. So I'm still happy, but war mode. Happy, war mode. You know, it's the same. It can overlap. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing afternoon. Thank you for listening to my rant. Take care of yourself. Have a good evening. Stay positive. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate you. Goodbye.